Welcome. In this video is Xcn Bearish correction over. We will analyze this. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and please watch to the end to understand. Looking at the chart in general, we can see that the price has been forming an ascending trend channel in a very stable and decisive manner recently. This structure clearly shows us that the market has been trending strongly in favor of buyers recently, and that this trend continues in a technically quite healthy way. Uptrend structures, in particular, are also very important from a market psychology point of view, because in such trends, buyers are stronger and sellers are weaker. This causes the price to rebound on each pullback, creating higher lows and higher highs, which is a positive signal in technical analysis. Such uptrends provide traders with extremely valuable information, not only about past price movements, but also about the future. In particular, staying above this trend confirms that the price is in a strong uptrend, and every correction is a buying opportunity. Currently, the price is hovering very close to this rising trend line. This contact could be an important turning point in technical analysis, because such contacts mean that traders are inclined to rebuy, and the market may be preparing for a new bullish move. This contact with the trend line has often worked as a turning point in past examples. That is, every time the price has approached or touched this level, it has been followed by an upward bounce. If this situation repeats, there is a high probability that a similar scenario will occur now. This is because markets tend to repeat their past behavior in certain patterns, which gives traders important clues in technical analysis. Such touches to the rising trend line indicate that the market is undergoing a healthy correction, after which it may regain upward momentum. Therefore, the current price action can be considered a very positive technical signal. If the price takes support from this level and starts bouncing up in the direction of the trend, this could be the start of a new bullish wave. Considering that the price has been gaining strong momentum with such trend touches in recent times, it can be predicted that the uptrend that may follow this contact may be just as effective. Another positive aspect of this trend structure is that even during periods of indecision in the market, the price continues its upward movements by holding at the point where it finds support instead of hanging down. This shows that buyers are in control of the market and turn every pullback into an opportunity. In such an environment, it is highly likely that if the price bounces off the trend line again, it will surpass previous highs and target new highs. Moreover, the structure of this uptrend is quite regular and stable. Such regular structures give traders confidence in terms of technical analysis. While erratic and choppy movements often create uncertainty, trend lines that can be clearly defined in this way help to put investment decisions on a much healthier footing. The fact that the trend exhibits regular formations at both the lows and highs indicates that price movements are planned and predictable, which is a valuable advantage for technical analysts. In the event that an upward movement begins after the current trend theme, a wave of increased buying may occur in the market again. This move could target previous highs, or thanks to the strong technical structure, go beyond these levels and test new record highs. The fact that the price finds support at consistently higher levels throughout the uptrend confirms that the market has a positive long-term outlook. This in turn increases investor confidence and may trigger further capital inflows into the market. But we can't decide on analysis based on trends alone. Let's look at other metrics. Stay tuned. When we take a careful look at the chart, we can see that the price has made a very regular and technically sound correction downwards from the peaks in the past period. This bearish move is clearly an ABC correction when evaluated in a classic Elliott wave pattern. In particular, such ABC patterns represent temporary pauses and rebuilding phases within uptrends. In this context, the bearish move is not a negative scenario, but rather a constructive retracement that sets the stage for the next strong impulsive wave. The completion of the ABC correction may signal that the market is now preparing to move back into an impulsive pattern. In technical analysis, such corrective structures are called breathing phases. The price pulls back a bit after its previous sharp rises, both moving away from the overbought zone and creating favorable levels for new buyers. This indicates that the technical and psychological groundwork has been laid for the price to regain upward momentum. Therefore, the completion of the ABC correction suggests that the market is positioned to re-establish the first and second wave structure. At the moment, the price has started to show a recovery trend after this decline. This rebound could be the beginning of a possible first impulsive wave. If this wave is supported by strong technical volume, this would be a very strong signal that the uptrend could be permanent. Usually, the first wave is a test wave against the previous downtrend and indicates that buyers are starting to regain control of the market. The price movements that occur during this phase cause confidence in the market to increase, and the trend will strengthen further with the second wave. The second wave after the first wave is of critical importance in technical analysis, because the second wave is usually formed by a slight retracement following the first uptrend. However, this correction is shallower and weaker than the previous ABC structure. This is a clear indication that the market is starting to enter an upward structure rather than a downward one. The supports at the bottom of the second wave provide an important foundation for the price to move back into a strong third wave. The third wave is usually the longest and most powerful impulsive wave. Therefore, the fact that the first and second waves are currently in the preparation phase may be a harbinger of a much larger and more effective upward movement. In terms of Elliott wave theory, this structure paints a very classic and reassuring picture. Seeing the first steps of the impulsive structure after the ABC correction means preparation for a new uptrend for investors. Such structures offer valuable opportunities, especially for short and medium-term investment strategies. This is because they not only make it possible to buy at the lows, but also to take positions in time frames when the upside potential is quite high. Many examples can be seen on the charts where the price moves into impulsive waves with similar structures after correction movements in the past. This allows technical analysis to make reliable predictions supported by historical data. This current technical structure is in line with successful examples in the past. Therefore, the current scenario can be expected to produce positive results. Especially the third impulsive wave after the second wave has the potential to take the price to much higher levels. Another positive aspect of this process is that investor psychology quickly turns positive when a new wave of buying occurs in the market. The strong buying pressure, especially after the second wave, will attract the attention of not only technical analysts, but also fundamental analysts, and bring new capital inflows to the market. This makes it possible for the third wave to occur with higher volumes and more solid steps. MACD is one of the most effective technical indicators for detecting market momentum and trend changes. Especially for traders who want to interpret the momentum behind price movements, the MACD provides highly reliable and powerful signals. On the chart we are currently analyzing, it is clearly visible that the MACD indicator is making a crossover in the lower regions. This crossover often occurs when the market is signaling a reversal from the lows and serves as an important warning to traders that a new uptrend is approaching. This positive crossover between the MACD line and the signal line indicates that the bearish momentum is weakening and the buy side is starting to regain strength. Such crossovers, especially if they occur when the indicator is below the zero level, are usually the first signs of a rebound in the market after a deep and prolonged period of decline. Therefore, the current structure suggests that the price is preparing for a new uptrend, leaving the lows behind. This movement of the MACD towards the zero level is the beginning of a very critical technical phase. This is because the zero line acts as a neutral zone on the MACD. Below this zone is usually considered as bearish regions, while above it is considered as regions dominated by bullish trends. We should follow the MACD intersections. Yes, friends, I hope you liked the video. If you subscribe to my channel and like the video, more videos will be coming. Be careful in your investments, analyze the risks correctly, and always take strategic steps. I will be with you with different analyses, investment opportunities, and technical information in my videos. I wish you all a lot of profit. See you soon.